Boxing Ego here. If you like this video, make sure you hit the like button and also subscribe to the channel and hit the bell icon on the top of your screen to get notified when the latest new content drops. 1. Heavyweight champion Anthony Joshua slimming down for his upcoming unification match with Joseph Parker. Stay tuned. What up, fight world? It's your boy Ego, and I'm back with some more boxing. Make sure you smash the like button. Also subscribe to the channel for the latest and greatest in boxing. If you want to become part of the gang notification gang, please hit the bell icon. Shout out to the super chats, channel donations, the Venmo donations, and the Patreon family. We working. Now I'm back with my segment Ego Weight Watchers, aka ILL, where I give you guys a look into the fighter's lifestyle before, after, progress pictures before an upcoming fight. Now March 31st, it goes down. Showtime Boxing will televise this in the US. It will be on Sky Sports in the UK. And that's Anthony Joshua trying to unify with the WBO champion Joseph Parker. Very good fight. I'm calling March Madness because we got some good fights, namely in the heavyweight division. Earlier in the month, you have Wilder versus Luis Ortiz. I did an Ego Weight Watcher video. Thank you guys for the viewership and checking that video out. But Luis Ortiz looks like he's lean, mean, and he's not coming to lay down. The video has over 40,000 views in a day or so. And I'm looking forward to these heavyweight fights. Now, Ego Weight Watcher style, Joshua is slimming down himself. And I don't know if Joshua or his team, people around him, watch YouTube videos like this and stuff like that. But I've been calling for this for a while. And that's because Joshua, over the years, I followed Joshua's whole career, where even when he was like 12-0 and 11-0 and stuff, and a lot of people in America at least hadn't really heard of him yet, I was still checking him out, like some of those fights, the 15-0, Kevin Johnson, stuff like that. And over the years, I feel like Joshua's weight became more muscle bound, and it actually hindered some of his performances. Not that he was putting on terrible performances, but if you look at his last two fights, it looked like he had some stamina issues. Second half of the fight, Klitschko picked up after being badly hurt. Then he dropped Joshua, and it looked like it took several rounds for Joshua to regain steam and recharge his batteries. Even though he was able to pull the trigger in the 11th round, brutal uppercut that just sent Klitschko's head to the ceiling. But still, it looked like there were some stamina issues, and same thing with the Carlos Takam fight. So again, I don't know if Joshua or his team or anybody watches videos like this, but I called for this a long time ago, for him to shave pounds. He came into the Klitschko weighing like 250, and he came into the Carlos Takam weighing even more. He was like 254 in that particular weigh-in. And when it comes to impressing females or just aesthetically pleasing, you know what I mean, looking bigger or bulkier, that's not a bad thing. But in the world of boxing, that can, like I said, be a hindrance. And it's really because you have to be able to compete up to 12 rounds with all that muscle. Muscles require more blood flow, aka more oxygen. You know what I'm saying? So you don't really, I'm not saying there's nobody who's just like Timothy Bradley, for example. He never really had stamina issues, and he was extremely ripped. But that's just, you know what I mean, just different strokes for different folks. Not everyone's DNA is the same. Not everyone's put together the same. You know what I mean? Canelo was in good shape, and it looked like he gassed out. He looked like he was more muscular than Triple G. Yet Triple G applied a lot of pressure, has a lesser defense, so he got hit more than Canelo. And Triple G was able to fight 12 rounds the way he did, and he didn't look like he was gassed out stamina-wise. And Canelo did gas out, and he looked like he was in better shape. So you got to be muscles and fitness and how shredded you are and stuff can be kind of tricky in the world of boxing. You know what I mean? That's why you look at guys like Mike Tyson. Mike Tyson was big, but he was short and compact and stocky, and it was like more bulk. It was more of a big, bulky, like boxy shape, versus Joshua looks like an action figure. You know what I'm saying? He's like big, but also like shredded, like ripped and stuff like that. So to me, I thought over the years, as Joshua, his career developed, he became a champion, I thought he started getting a little bit too big. So it's good to see. It looks like he's lost some weight. I've seen some recent pictures. He's not small, like, even though he lost weight. but it looks like he's come down 13 to 15 pounds or so. And that's what Eddie Hearn is claiming. Eddie Hearn saying he weighs around 240 pounds. So I think this is all good news for a guy like Anthony Joshua, because I think even his speed has been compromised as he started getting bulkier. And again, like, that's why people like Paulie Malignaggi question certain things about Pacquiao, because Pacquiao is the only one in history to move up 8 weight classes and maintain his power and speed, you know what I mean, without kind of losing it and things like that. And as you move up in weight and as you get bigger and stuff like that, sometimes it's hard to maintain that same exact power that you were hurting guys with, or that same exact speed. Look at guys like Adrian Broner. At 35 and 30, he was a monster, and people couldn't really take his power too well. But at 47, it was a different ball game. You know what I mean? Even at 40, not saying he has no power, but it's just different as he moved up. So bulking up is not necessarily a benefit to you, especially in the stamina department. So it's good to see Anthony Joshua slimming down, kind of taking the advice of people like me and other people who may have suggested that, and kind of realizing what he can improve on, because I really do think his last 2 fights, stamina issues have been part of those fights. Even though he's undefeated with all knockouts, that's something he could work on, because I've said this before too. You cannot get in the ring with a Deontay Wilder as agile and athletic as he is and lean as he is, with that type of power in both hands, especially in that right hand, and he's athletic with a good jab. It wouldn't be a good look to be too bulky and or to the point where you gas out and you need a couple rounds to regain yourself, you know what I mean, your wits about you and stuff like that. Because I said this, Klitschko kind of let Joshua off the hook. He had Joshua hurt, and Joshua wasn't doing, after round 5 or whatever, 5, 6, 7, Joshua was thoroughly getting outboxed by Klitschko, and those are the rounds where he was quote unquote recharging his batteries. Wilder, from what I've seen, doesn't give you that opportunity. He's a impeccable finisher. Whether you want to say he's windmill Wilder or whatever, it's getting guys out of there. You know what I'm saying? As soon as the first sign of Bermane Stiverne being hurt in the rematch, there was 2 more knockdowns and ultimately a finish right after that. So he kind of knows what to do when he has guys badly hurt. So I don't think Joshua would be allowed to recover if he did get knocked down or hurt by a guy like Wilder. You know what I mean? Unlike Klitschko, who maybe couldn't pull the trigger, didn't have that same aggressiveness and you know what I mean, killer instinct like a Wilder. So him coming down is actually exciting to me, because I think that would increase his chances of possibly beating Wilder. I would favor Wilder, but I think a leaner Joshua is more of a problem for Wilder, because again, Wilder is very lean himself. He's only weighing like 225 to 232, you know what I mean? But he's carrying that power, and he's very athletic, you know what I mean? So to me, the muscle bound Joshua, like where he's even bigger and, you know what I mean, maxing out at the weigh-ins like 250 and 255 and all this stuff, that I don't think would be a good look for a guy like Wilder if you were to fight him. But first, you got to get past Joseph Parker. I like what I'm seeing. It looks like he's slimming down. It looks like him and his team have a game plan of how they can unify and the road to undisputed. So I have no complaints. I think this was a long time coming. Joshua needs to go back to kind of his roots. When he was coming up, he wasn't weighing 250 and 254. You know what I mean? He wasn't weighing quite that much. And his speed looked more like explosive, like bop, bop. You know what I mean? He throws a lot of punches, and he has a certain style. So to me, his style will be less confined if he doesn't carry too much muscle. You know what I mean? There's only certain guys that can look that shredded and that ripped and stuff and have stamina to throw punches and have the style of a Joshua and still be good. You know what I mean? So we'll see what happens in the Parker fight. I'm looking forward to it. Ego Weight Watcher style. Let me know what you guys think Joshua is looking like. I'm happy. I'm happy for this fight. I'm happy for the heavyweight division. Now we get to see who's who, and hopefully Wilder, Joshua, if they both remain champions, they scrap at the end of this year. You know what I mean? Or at some point in this year. And things are getting good. Let me tell you that. Let me know what you guys think. Drop your thoughts in the comment section. Make sure you smash the like button. As always, hate, comment, and subscribe. Till next video is Ego signing off. So if you enjoyed this video and want more content like this on the channel, you can show your appreciation by going to the PayPal donate button or the YouTube support button, and you can donate any amount that you feel is equivalent to the value of this video. Much more to come. Thank you guys for your support. Boxing Ego, the future of boxing.